Hello everyone and welcome to another New World video. Your friendly neighborhood propagandist, Ginger Prime here, just preaching the good word of everything that's going on with this game. Anyway guys, all jokes aside, today I want to talk about a little bit serious, some concerns that I have. Ultimately, walk through the new Party Finder and Activity Finder system that has been added to the game. I think in part this is going to add my feedback. It's going to also talk about literally the amount of time that it takes to get in a match. Obviously this is the PTR, but does that give us a real, accurate look at testing when, all things are concerned? When this rolls into the live environment, is it going to be accurately tested? We'll have to wait and see. That's kind of the major concern. But if you guys haven't seen, New World is adding in cross-server expeditions. Eventually, the cross-server arena is going to be coming into the game. But expeditions have been added. Elite Trials has not. Mutated Expeditions is. There's no visual representation as to where matchmaking might exist versus might not, where cross-world exists versus not. But ultimately, all of this content, I would assume, would have some level of matchmaking and content attached to it. Now, it's great that modes is now activities. I think that makes a lot more sense. And if we pull up the expeditions, you can choose to select which expeditions that you want to queue up for, or you can do a random roll and you can pick what your role will be. What's interesting here is that any weapon, no other conditions, you'll queue as a damage roll. If you want to queue as a tank, it's any weapon, which I could see some trolly stuff out there because I tested this, and you can Life Staff Void Gauntlet Carnelian Gym and say you're the tank. It doesn't look like it's using any gear score. It doesn't look like it's seeing if you're in light, medium, or heavy. So this is gonna be interesting to see if we see adjustments to that in the future. Finally, you also have the healer role, which you just need a healing weapon, Life Staff Void Gauntlet. Oh, in this case, you just need to be to have a life staff and 170 focus. So that is more of a requirement than it is for tank, but they do recommend Life Staff Void Gauntlet invest in focus stat to have a better healing perspective. Queuing is straight up and easy. We've seen this happen from time to time, and so like even if you close out, you're still able to run around, and it's just going to tell you when you're queuing. You can even also kind of collapse this, so if you don't want the full view, you'll see it up in the upper right hand corner searching. And I think overall that's definitely a good choice that they've added. Now, outside of that, let's go ahead and bring this up. I'm going to go ahead and leave the queue. I'm going to talk about some of the feedback that I wish that they had. Beyond, I mean, it's cool that we can pick the individuals, but what would be really nice is if it said what role was in demand. And that in-demand role would add a lot of value. If I, let's say, I like to tank and I like to heal, but I also like to do damage. Like, I enjoy playing all the different style of roles in this game. Okay, cool. It would be nice to say, like, hey, we're really short on healers right now. And if I'm queuing up as a tank, that would be information that I could say, hey, let me go ahead and switch because we have the gear set system. I can easily switch into that role and take advantage of a faster queue time, but also filling the need that the matching algorithm is looking for. Now, sometimes it could be, tanks and healers, and maybe what's lacking is damage dealers out there searching for that role. So this would apply to everybody, but ultimately, you would see probably tanks and healers in need more than anything else. But being that there is a 5-person party system, it's nice because that's going to at least help damage dealers out there not have to wait around and suffer. Now, on kind of another front, you do get various different reward bonuses. I'm going to be curious to see if they change this up. There's a daily bonus for the mutated options, and for the regular expeditions, you'll have a daily bonus of 2. And then you can see here you get additional bonuses for the role in this case. And that's what I mean, again, by that searching for, like, yeah, maybe tell us who's in the most demand and drop 2 of these side by side. That would help communicate it, and as it changes, and if for whatever reason damage was needed, then you would be like, oh, damage has a bonus roll that time. All right, the The user interface for this is really straightforward and awesome, and I really appreciate this, and I do hope that we'll see under the PvE more content, and the same thing goes for the PvP. I'm looking forward to the cross-world added to the 3v3 arena, and it already exists for the Outpost Rush, so that's really what I wanted to share with you guys today, just kind of an overview of the activity finder. I'm gonna have to get used to saying that term, and my thoughts on how I think it could be improved. So I've sent this feedback to the devs. If you agree with it, or if you have your own feedback, be sure to log in and test. My concerns still remain that this won't be fully tested by the time it is released into live, and being that this is on the PTR, I'd expect this to come into the game here in the next couple of weeks. Who knows? We're getting close. February is going to start rolling out Seasons 5 testing with the controller support, which I'm so excited to go hands-on with that. And if you guys are curious and you want to hang out, whether live or more, go check out the main channel, Ginger Prime, where I do the live streams and lots of other video game essays and more. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your time today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. But until then, take care.